Well, welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys had a phenomenal holiday, Christmas season, as well as a happy New Year. And big year indeed it's going to be. And so an exciting time to say the least. So as we go ahead and we take a look right now, there's a couple things I want to point out to you. So first things with the S&Ps. You'll recall with the S&Ps here, I've been saying for some time here, we had the negative divergence, right? And so we were making a lower and lower high on the underlying indications here. And so what that's effectively done, net over the last month, more or less kept us sideways here. And that's why I said the play from my perspective has not been the individual stock index future. It's been the underlying markets. And we've shown you, the underlying trends were very bullish on the market here. And in fact, let me just go ahead and put that back up there for you for a moment so you can see. So you see the nice bullishness coming down, hitting support, coming down yesterday and today, hitting support. So it's holding support, but net we're really sideways there. And so with that being said, I didn't really want to do much with the underlying instrument. It's the same thing I said to you all in the month of December. Nothing changed, which is why there was no need to break in with any emergency broadcast because of the fact that nothing has changed there. What we told you was the best thing to do was look at the underlying, wealth finder tools and that inside of wealth charts, and by the way, I should say, I apologize. I was actually going to put out a video yesterday, but we were so busy because, as you guys know, that this past weekend here, we went and raised the price of wealth charts, as we told you we're going to do into 2021 here, because we got a whole bunch of new features we're going to release in the next week and a half. So we were busy, and I was helping the customer service team take care of everybody there because, existing student family always comes first there. So so I apologize not getting the video yesterday, but again, nothing had really changed. As you can see here, net we are sideways. So what we've told you, the strategy was really looking for underlying plays here off of the algorithms. And we see commonalities. You'll notice a couple of ones that I've featured multiple times here, coming back, to the forefront. And that's what's exciting. You see ASML, right? We've talked about ASML multiple times. We've gone ahead and talked about NetEase multiple times, right? So a lot of these different types of instruments, and so we're pretty excited about those. So let's take a moment here and just kind of walk through a couple of these. So with ASML, for instance, you can see here has had a really nice run on this, a lot of ITP indications. So while the market as a whole was pretty sideways and choppy, as you saw all through December and that, you'll notice that this actually went in and had a nice a continuation and a lot of ITP signals and so on and so forth. As we look at NXPI has been on this alert as well quite a bit. So we look at an XPI, and an XPI here, sure enough, starting to try to push back up here. NetEase is one we've talked about multiple times, been in the news a lot, and we featured it here as well. And you can see it's been on the list there on the monthly, then on the weekly, and then over here on the daily. And you can see it had a nice breakout, and also had some throttling here leading up to that breakout. So you had the for those of you that are familiar with my work, we look for a chain of events there. We like seeing the pro RTs and the champion setups. We like to see the acceleration alerts in RTI. Then we have the dual momentums, and then we had the dual triggers throttling, and then look what happened within 2 days. It went and took off here to the upside. So, and then on the weekly chart, you'll see, kind of an interesting messaging where it was breaking out. Well, what's nice is if you take a look at some of the other tools, So we look at the ITP scanner here, and then we look at some of those underlying instruments. Boy, look at them, how they're all firing off on the ITP scanners. And then the exciting new release that's hitting for our Wealth Charts Annual members as part of their membership, the IRB scanner, which is nice. You'll see that we had a momentum shift breakout, and then a inventory retracement bar buy and a reverse inventory retracement bar buy on this market here. So even on this one right over here, for instance, you can see multiple signals firing off, and then we actually bring this back to like a weekly chart. Then you can see NetEase going ahead and firing off there on the weekly chart as well, and that fired off reverse inventory retracement bar buys, inventory retracement bar buys, and momentum shift with trends. Well, you can see, sure enough, last week closed a momentum shift with trend. That's that little dot right there, and then here we are off to the races since then. So another really cool new feature for Wealth Charts Annual members there that we added in as well, and will be available in the next couple of days for all of them. So it's just nice taking all the things that we show you, we've shared with you, we taught you over the years, with IRBs, reverse IRBs, and then putting them into a phenomenal scanner in that then now too, to identify these different types of opportunities. And so what it all boils down to, and so the reason why we're sharing all this is because, as I mentioned, with the underlying SPY really, in the S&P there, being sideways and technically damaged for the last month, having that negative divergence that I'd kept worrying about and warning you about, saying, hey, look, I'm not looking. Go back and look at all the videos in November and December there, in that end of November, beginning of December timeframe. You'll hear me talking about it, and then all through the videos into December. The negative divergence was very much the front and center statement each time, and so it's important. So the things we talked about in advance, here we are a month later, continuing to go ahead and play out. So the real winner isn't focusing on the index; it was focusing on the underlying ideas, and the best way to find those were through like the key algorithms. And we mentioned ASML in some of my classes that I did for you guys in November and December. We mentioned NetEase. And so on and so forth. So that's kind of how we're putting all these things together, and that still continues to be kind of the key play. Taking core standard tools and techniques and strategies of ours and applying them into the into the here and now, and finding these things very quickly between the algorithmic programs and the scanners to identify them. But that's the best way that I know how to go ahead and avoid the chop of the stock index futures. Not that there's not wonderful intraday plays for the stock index futures, like yesterday, for instance. I could do a whole class on just yesterday alone with the sell side trading opportunities. But the real key is that continued bullishness in the underlying market here, and so still looking for the long side trading opportunities, but going ahead and then in the end understanding that the stock indices are not the place to be. It's really key bullish instruments around them that we can find. Okay, so with that being said, don't forget here we also have the upcoming Best of the Best Wealth 365 Summit. This is going to be a very special Wealth 365 Summit happening here, a little less than 2 weeks now. It's going to be a very different lineup here. It's going to be the ones that you guys have gone ahead and voted your favorites, that our team went and looked at and voted favorites as well. So we've got a very special lineup. There's going to be a lot of people you will not be seeing on this upcoming show that were not invited to the show. But then there's going to be some very special people who, your favorites are going to be on the show. So very exciting. So make sure you go to summit.wealth365.com /BBT, or I think wealth365.com/BBT will get you there as well. So let's try that, wealth365.com/BBT, and that'll get you all taken care of there. And you're going to want to go ahead and sign up for that to be a part of this very special Wealth 365 edition of the Best of the Best, and pretty excited to be a part of that. and excited to bring you a lot of incredible speakers. So don't forget the things that I shared with you here, because those methodologies I taught in advance, and I'll be continuing to teach into the upcoming Wealth 365 Summit. There's some really cool training sessions at this upcoming Wealth 365 Summit. So looking forward to having you guys there as part of that, and seeing you guys in the videos in the days to come around all the upcoming volatility with the election process playing out and everything else. So there'll be a lot of things to talk about in the days to come. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great evening. We'll see you at the upcoming summit, see upcoming videos, and all the exciting 2021 ahead. Bye-bye, everybody.